Hi, I'm Graham and this is Vug Life UK. Today we're going to be taking a look at the new Druga RTA from AUGVAPE. I've been a fan of AUGVAPE for a few years and rarely disappointed by their products. I've heard great things about this for both flavour and clouds, but does it live up to it? Let's take a look, pop a coil in, and when you come back up top, I'll let you know what I think of it. So first of all, it comes in a box, but we don't care too much about that. Inside the box you get an instruction manual, a warranty card, some spares and repairs, a bubble glass to upgrade from 2.4mm to a capacity of 3.5mm. And last but not least, we have the Druga RTA. The dimensions for the Druga RTA is 39mm tall, and that does include the 510 at the bottom, but when you install it on a tank it's only 34.5mm. It's 24mm wide at the base and it's 26.5mm wide when you install the bubble glass. It comes with an 810 drip tip, which is removable if you want to use your own. I found that most 810 drip tips that I've put in here fit quite snug. You twist the top cap to fill it up and you have two large kidney shaped filling holes to pump your juice into, and inside the cap you've got a large rubber seal which creates the vacuum. The bottoms of the RTA are all serialised and the 510 pin is plated, as most are nowadays, and they use a dual airflow that comes through and surrounds the coil, so it's almost 3D like. The inside of the top cap is almost conical, it's very clean, and taking a look at the deck you can see this is a single coiler with screws that clamp down onto the coil legs. The airflow comes up underneath the coil and it's got large air holes on the sides of the coil. What we'll do now is we'll pop a build in. For this I'm using a Micro Alien from Sub-Ohm Sheep, check them out as always, and this should come out at about 0.66 ohms once installed. I will speed this up for you guys so I don't have to bore you and talk you through it. Ensure when you trim the legs off, guys, that you get as close to the deck as possible, as it could short out if you have any straggly bits that touch the inside of the top cap. The juice I'm using for this one is Donkey's Mango from Mod King Vapes, and this is a really fresh mango flavour. It's got a subtle twist of raspberry. It's really nice, very fruiting. It's an amazing juice. Go and check them out as well. Fill it up, dump your juice in, and we're good to go. As you can see, I'm using this on the new FOXY one from AUGVAPE. I've just done a review for that as well. I will pop a link up there for you so you can go and watch that. I wouldn't normally go for a single coil RTA. I would prefer a dual coil or even a triple. This though has been a pleasure to use and produces such a nice clean flavour. Okay, so you probably want to know what I think to this. Starting with the aesthetics of the mod, it has a very clean look to it, very simplistic, but it's got a very nice shape. It sits well on top of most of the mods that I've tried. I would prefer an 810 drip tip on most devices anyway, so this definitely ticks my box for comfort in the mouth. Yeah, I know, I'm going there already. It's easy to open and fill and only takes a quarter of a turn to unscrew the top cap, but it also stays in place so easy when you put the lid back on. It's easy to fill. You can use your chunky Gorilla bottles too, and installing the coils has been really easy. If you're using a simple round wire though, it may not clamp as well as the screws are bullet pointed, so it can slip off of the wire when you're tightening it down. I haven't had a problem with any Aliens or Fused Claptons that I've used though, due to having more to clamp onto when you're tightening down. When trimming the legs, you do have to make sure you get in close, as if you leave any straggly bits or any burrs hanging off, it can lead to a short, and you do not want that. You're just going to give yourself hours of stress. I used a 3mm diameter coil for this, and I found that you might have to thin the cotton slightly when you're putting the cotton into the wicking channels, or it can lead to choking the juice off slightly if there's too much cotton pushed down. So the most important part, I guess, would be the flavour, and that's what you want to know about. And I think the airflow makes the great flavour possible in this RTA. It uses a dual airflow that channels underneath the coil in through the side of the coil, so it's almost 3D like, and then it goes into an almost conical top cap, sort of. The smoothness of the flavour from this though, it makes it a pleasure to use, and it's as good as most strippers or RDAs. I do close the airflow slightly on tanks and RDAs as well, as this can increase the flavour, and I do the same on this, but you do get a little bit of whooshiness, if that's a word, or whistling when you're sucking. Is that a negative? Maybe, but could also be down to the placing of the coil, so you would need to experiment with it a little bit. How easy was this to set up is a question you have to ask, and I think even a new builder or novice vapor would be okay with doing this, as the deck makes it quite simple to build on, but you still get a great flavour overall. Will I continue to vape this in daily rotation? That's a question you've got to ask. I can honestly say that being able to vape a 0.6 coil at 30 plus watts makes for an ideal carry for me, especially when you go out, when we're allowed to go out, and still gives me the flavour and satisfaction of an RDA without having to drip constantly. I'm enjoying it. I like the look of it, I like the flavour, I like how easy it has been to build on. Yes, this will get used, and I think it would be for the same for everyone looking for the same kind of vape experience or similar vape experience. Thank you AUGVAPE for sending this over to be reviewed. As always, go and check out their website if you want a little bit more information on the Druga RTA, and if you don't believe my word, go and watch some other people's reviews, see what they think to it. I've been Graham, this was Vug Life, and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and most of all, vape responsibly. See you all soon. I've heard great things about this for both flavour and clouds, but does it live up to it? Let's take a look, pop a coil in, and then come back up for my impression. My impression. No, that sounds like I'm going to have to go ga 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 ga.